I really wanted to address where our attention goes as an ummah in this video. Now, I know at the moment there's a lot of attention on the whole Dawa community beef that's going on and the gender war and, all this sort of gossipy type of back and forth that's happening. But I'd like to pull our attention to the fact that us as Muslims, we're really facing deep-rooted issues in our communities. We are facing so many relational problems, drug abuse. There's so many of Desi community that are in prison at the moment. And then on a wider scale as an ummah, we've got global political issues. There's a genocide going on right now. Now, if we don't get out of these small, tiny world problems of she's wearing this and he's doing that, and when are we going to see the bigger picture? Like, as Muslims, we have such a higher goal than what we are demonstrating at the moment that we're working towards. And quite frankly, it's embarrassing. Like, yeah, you can have a life, have a laugh, but where are our main goals and our energy? Where is it going? Like, every time I make a TikTok, I think to myself, I want the women of the Desi community to be mentally and emotionally available and free to strive in this life. If they educate themselves on Islam rather than hearing it from around in the community, if they become financially emancipated, and then that will lead to them having high self-esteem and that confidence and that to strive and achieve big things in this life, that is inevitably going to benefit our ummah, because there are women that are going to be into all sorts of things, not just beauty and jewelry and clothes, but politics, science, real world issues, people that are going to be, writing books and coming up with theories that are going to advance our nations. That's the goal. But if we don't fix these small issues here, down, we're never going to get there. We're always going to be stuck in that weird, gossipy, low-grade style conversation. And it's going to keep us distracted, all while we earn and pay taxes to people outside. And if you know, you know. So the smallest little skill that you might have, share it with people, grow, make something of yourself, because we need to have higher goals now. I can't believe that I had to go out of my way to stop a certain conversation, because all it was leading to is talking about basically gossiping. Do we not have better things to do? But that's what a weak, distracted mind does. So when you're being oppressed, you're not fulfilled, you're culturally, being tied up into a corner and just oppressed in every element of your life, how are you going to focus on bigger and wider goals? So let's have higher motivations for ourselves. Let's stop gossiping about each other and unite even with our weaknesses. I don't want to see any comments on people's videos. Oh, she does tabarouj. Do you know anything else about her life, about what she achieves? I don't want to hear anything about oh, look at this guy. He's got a Porsche. Okay, but does he pray salah? Let's bring a balance into how we see things. And instead of judging people for the lack of what they do and constantly thinking about that, let's ignore people's personal situations and sins. Let's look at bigger goals. So things that are happening right now to our ummah are not happening in the future because of us, because of our ignorance and us blindly following, world order that we were quite clearly told not to. And now we're contributing to it. And alhamdulillah, we're doing things like boycotting and we're getting involved. There's so many brilliant examples of people getting involved and standing up for our communities that are being oppressed in this world. But a lot more of us need to be a part of that, right? Because a lot of us are stuck in, I don't want to say lower grade problems, because I don't want to, I'm not belittling the fact that the issues we're going through are a big deal. I wouldn't have dedicated a whole page to it otherwise. But let's get through this and through this quickly, knowing that there are much higher levels of things we need to be achieving as a community and as an ummah. So stop the gossip, focus on the future.